Generally, along with the instinct of fight, there comes some other instincts like anger, hatred, violence, oppression, hostility, and enmity. Whenever kids fight at home, we parents turn crazy. We don't want to see our kids fighting. Generally, along with the instinct of fight, there comes some other instincts like anger, hatred, violence, oppression, hostility, and enmity. And we parents don't want these behaviors to be seen in our children. But what if I tell you that when you give them right direction, the same instinct of fight can be used as a potential to transform a human being, a common human being, into a real hero? Yes, it can be turned as an asset. If you give them right direction, the child can turn out to be the person who opposes tyranny, oppression, and injustice. Don't you think that's a good value that we are adding into our child's life? But what as parents we need to take care of when we have to develop these instincts in our children? Number one, create an environment at home that will discipline them with love, respect, cooperation. Try to remove hatred, taunts, or belittling each other. Don't do this at home at all. Number two, ignore the mistakes. Whenever the child commits any mistake, try to ignore them. And also see that he seeks pardon from his fellow kids whenever he commits any mistake. But never force him. Now, what happens is when you do that, the child is able to understand that he cannot prolong his disputes for quite some time. You have to end the disputes as early as possible and be mutually together. Number three, never rebuke a child or reason with him, especially when he is angry. Until he subsides or until he manages his angry, never go to suggest anything. He is not going to be in the receptive mood and he will never agree to what you say. Number four, arrange for some martial arts, karate, or any other activities so that the child can satiate his anger. This can save him from fighting or rioting with each other. Number five, whenever kids go to extreme in their fights, let there be some mediator who is fair enough to understand the circumstance and treat them fairly. I always say this, you never treat your child equally, but treat them fairly. The person who commits a mistake needs to apologize. But do not force him because this is going to create again a negative impact in the child's character. Number six, allow the child to confront his mistakes. Even if he is wrong and he is defending himself, let him do it because that instinct is very much essential when the child grows up. Number seven, remind the child to change their body or body language whenever they are angry. Let them sit for a while or drink water or lay down whenever they are not able to control their anger. This makes them realize that body changes, bodily, when they change themselves, it is easy to control their emotions and have a better life. I hope these tips are giving you values in your life. Do share this video to someone whom you really care about. I'm sure you will subscribe the channel and hit the like button and also the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I